Hello guys. So magsa-start tayo sa investments in associates ngayon. So basically ano to? Dalawa siyang chapter. And ito yung basic problems, merong isa for complex problems. So to be honest, ito actually is one of the most challenging, if not yung pinaka-challenging na part sa exam. Pero actually madali lang siya. Okay. So ayun. Practice lang dito sa solving tapos understanding the concepts. Kumpara mo to sa debt instruments na medyo nakakalito minsan kasi may mga accrued interest, pero ito is actually practical in a sense. So eto, start tayo. Na-acquire daw natin yung investment 7 million, tapos yung carrying amount niya is 6. So yung excess is 1 million. Kasi ganito yan, nabili mo siya for 7 million, yung amount niya lang talaga is 6 million, so may excess. Diba, may excess. Yung excess daw na yun, dito, basahin natin, yung excess daw na yun is attributable to an intangible asset. Okay. Eto, since tawag dito, since nakuha tong 6 million sa carrying amount of the acquired shares, ang 1 million na to, hindi na siya ita-times 0.2. Rekta na to. So, ito na mismo yung excess. Hindi na siya ita-times 0.2. Okay? So, i-divide na lang siya by 10. So, 100,000 amortization per year. Kasi useful life ng intangible asset is 10 years. Okay? 10 years. So, 100,000 yung minus sa investment income. Okay? So, magkano ba yung net income? Ito, start na natin yung solving. Ang net income is 1.8 million. Okay? Ita-times natin siya sa 0.2. Kasi 0.2 lang yung interest natin eh. So, magkano ba yun? 360,000. Okay, 360,000. And ima-minus natin yung amortization per year, which is ito. So, yung investment income lang talaga is 260,000, which is ito. Now, hinahanap yung carrying amount ng equipment. Ito yung tip ko sa inyo kung ano yung mas mataas sa dalawang to. Sa taas na to. Since 7 million yung mas mataas, yun yung gagamitin natin. 7 million. Okay? I-add natin yung investment income, which is 260,000. Hindi lang nagtatapos doon. Ima-minus natin yung dividends na 600,000. Hindi 600,000. 600,000 times 0.2, which is 120,000. Again, 20% lang yung interest natin, hindi lahat yan yung bawas. Okay? So, magkano to? 140, 7,140. 7,140. Eto. So, ba't ganun? Ba't binabawasan yung excess? Hindi ba dapat mas actually hindi ganun yung explanation. So, ba't ganun? Ba't binabawas yung excess? So, ganito yan. Yung carrying amount is lower than the fair value. Kasi nga in excess of the cost. So, mas maliit yung kinikerry natin sa books kaysa sa fair value na talaga. So, kunwari, 50,000. Tapos ito, 100,000. In excess of 50,000. Diba? Mas malaki. So, ganito yung context. 50,000 lang siya sa book, di ba? Tapos 100,000 siya dapat. So, mas maliit yung depreciation or amortization natin sa books kumpara sa totoong amortization niya. So, that means na understated yung expense. So, that means na magma-minus pa tayo ng expense para hindi understated. Okay? So, yun yung context. Okay? Next problem tayo. Actually, since kung ma-master nyo lang tong dalawang pinakaunang problem, mas magigets siya talaga yung buong investments and associates. Kahit dalawa lang na tong problem, ma-master nyo yung concepts, okay na. Pero, sasolve natin to lahat. Okay. At the beginning of the year, purchase 40%. Di ba significant influence na agad yan? Ito rin, pag 50%, control na yun. Hindi na yan significant influence. Control na tawag dito. Okay? So, 3.5 million. Ngayon yung binigay sa atin, net assets. Kanina, carrying amount of the acquired shares. Magkaiba yun. Okay? Since net assets, 7 million, yun yung ita-times natin sa 0.4, which is 7, 40, 21, 28. So, 2,800,000. Okay? 2,800,000. So, yung excess, which is 700,000. Okay? Now, sabi daw dito, fair value. So, ayun, same case. Mas mataas yung fair value kaysa sa carrying amount. So, that means magma-minus tayo. So, 2.5 million, error to. 2.5 million times 0.4, which is 1 million. Okay. Now, negative amount. Ito yung sinasabi natin gain on gain on bargain purchase. Okay? So, mas mababa yung binayad mo kaysa sa nakuha mo. So, yung negative amount na to, idadagdag to sa investment income later. Now, start tayo. So, wag nyo kakalimutan to yung negative 1 million. Ina-amortize to. Kasi 5 years. So, divided by 5, which is 200,000. Yung amortization. Now, start tayo sa sa plotting. Net income of 4 million times 0.4 is 1,600,000. Lalagay natin yung amortization, which is 200,000. Yung sa negative amount, yung sa useful life. Next, yung gain on bargain purchase, which is the excess fair value, which is 300,000. Hindi natin siya i-minus porket negative dito sa taas. So, ayun. Yun yung investment income for the year, which is 1,917. Okay, 17 siya. Investment income. Ang tinatanong is investment income. Pero kung gusto nyo mahanap pa yung carrying amount, which is an optional solving, minus lang yung dividend. So, 1 million yung dividend. 1 million times 0.4 is 400,000. Minus tayo. Negative 400,000. Tanggalin muna natin to. And yung purchase price, which is, ano ba yung mas mataas dito sa dalawa? 3.5 or yung, ano yung isa? 2.8. Diba 3.5? So, 3.5 million. So, 4.8 million. Okay. So, ito lang yung tips ko sa inyo pagdating sa investments in associate. Purchase price, and then yung fair value of net assets. Kung ano yung higher, yun yung capitalized. Okay? Kunwari, 1 million. Tapos yung fair value is 500k. May positive balance. Kita dito, positive balance. Pag may positive balance and walang additional, goodwill siya. Or, if may sinabing attributable to, so kunwari, attributable to equipment, tapos 1 million, tapos 20%, attributable to equipment, 200,000. Ito na yung magiging goodwill. Ganon. Okay? So, ito, ina-amortize to. Depende sa useful life of the asset. Amortized. Again, pag may, kunwari lang pa, kunwari may extra pa na isa pang amortization kasi in excess of cost. Naging negative balance to. Ito yung tinatawag na gain on bargain purchase, which is added sa investment income. Ito naman is deducted to investment income. Yan yung concept dito sa investment in associate. Okay. O eto, 10%. Diba? 10%. Pero, largest single shareholder. Okay? So, hindi siya 20%, pero siya is largest single shareholder, which constitutes significant influence. So, ano yung sorry. Ano yung gagawin? 4 million muna tayo. Kasi yun yung purchase price. Net income na 5 million. Ito rin yung tip ko dyan kung carrying amount lang yung hinahanap. Yung yung investment income, yung net income, ma-minus mo siya sa dividends like recta. So 3.5 yung net. Again, yung gagamitin natin yung interest natin. Okay, yung interest natin. Hindi 20% yan palagi. Kung ano yung interest mo talaga. Okay? Ano yung interest mo talaga. Okay. Moving on to the next problem. Preference share. Ito rin. Pag investment in associate, ordinary share lang. Okay? Ordinary share lang. Irrelevant ang preference share dito sa investment in associate. So that means na tatanggalin to. Okay? Tatanggalin yan. So 5 million, hindi siya tatanggalin pala. Irrelevant lang. So eto. Yung 5 million, babawas tayo ng isang tinatawag dito, isang year of preference share kasi cumulative. Pag non-cumulative, depende ata rin yun sa context kasi may participating, non-participating. Pero ang alam ko, pag non-cumulative, pag nag-declare lang. Okay, pag cumulative, kahit hindi nag-declare. Basta 1 year. Okay, 1 year. Okay, so, cumulative preference share, 1 year palaging bawas yan. So, 2 million times 0.1, so 200,000. So, ito yung attributable for ordinary share. 4.8 times 0.2, which is, ito pala, 50% pala, sorry, 50%, so 2.4 million. Preference share capital pala yung 20%, ito dapat yung 50% ordinary share capital. Okay, so ganito, pag cumulative, always 1 year. Pag non-cumulative, titingin kayo kung nag-declare ba or hindi. Okay. Okay. Basahin ko lang kasi parang repetitive yung mga question. Kasi sobrang time consuming nitong investment in associate. Pero ito, kung gusto niyo aralin, tignan niyo yung mga problem and screenshot niyo na lang or i-pause kasi may mga solution din to. Ito, solve natin to. Kasi may land. And diba, land is not depreciated or never depreciated. So may special rule pag land. Okay. Ito. 2.5 million. On this date, the shareholders' equity was 5 million. So, shareholders' equity, hindi siya yung katulad nung carrying amount of the shares. Okay, di ba? So, 5 million times 0.3. So, this is 1.5 million. 1.5 million. Ang excess is 1 million. Okay? Approximated their fair values except for the land whose fair value exceeded. Okay. So, yung 2 million daw times 0.3 is 600,000. So, ito yung ima-minus dito, 600,000. So, may 400,000 pang excess. This is goodwill. Okay? Sabi ko nga sa inyo, kung may sobobra, yun yung goodwill. Ito is amortized. Amortized or not? Kasi land eh. So, hindi. Hindi siya amortized. Okay? Nire-recognize lang tong 600,000 sa investment income if nabenta yung land. Kasi hindi nga binebenta ang land. I mean, hindi binibenta. Hindi dinidepreciate yung land. Okay? So, kung nakikita nyo dito, ito yung carrying amount of the investment. Wala siyang minus yung amortization. Hindi siya dinidivide kasi hindi dinidepreciate yung land. Applicable lang yon sa building, equipment, ayun, building and equipment. Okay? Basta sa land, i-realize mo lang siya pag binenta or ima-minus mo tong 600 buo 600 na buo sa tinatawag na investment income pag binenta. Okay? Okay. Start tayo. So, 4 million versus 9 million times 0.4 is 3.6. Okay, 3.6. And may excess na 400,000. Okay? Next, meron tayong dalawang excess of. Ang first mo na natitignan natin is yung plant in inventory. So, plant to, plant. Ito is inventory. 900,000 times 0.4 is 900,000 times 0.4 360. Next is 100,000 times 0.4 is 40. X 0, sakto. Lock. Okay, sorry. So, ito yung excess. Ito yung mini-min nito. Okay, ito yung mini-min nito. What is the excess of the cost over the carrying amount of the net assets acquired? Hindi ito. Hindi ito yung mini-min. Ito yung mini-min. Yung nasa taas. Okay? What amount should be reported as investment income for the current year? Okay? So, sabi daw, the plant has an 18-year life. So, i-divide natin to sa 18. Okay? All inventory was sold during the year. So, during the year, nabenta to. Ito. So, that means na realized na siya. Same lang to sa Same lang to sa land actually, yung inventory. Kasi hindi naman din-depreciate yung yung inventory, di ba? Okay, moving on. Investment income, net income na 1.2 million times 0.4 is, okay, kakalkyo na ako. 480. Okay, 480. Again, 360 divided by 18 is 20,000. Now, since fully realized na to, ibabawas na natin to dito. Kasi binenta na, di ba? So, 60. So, 60 minus 80 is 420. Okay? Ito na siya. Again, inventory and land has the same treatment. They are not depreciated but when they are sold, fully realize yung excess and binabawas sa investment income. So basically, i-add lang natin to sa carrying amount, which is 4 million the higher. 4 million plus 420 minus the dividend of 200, which is 80,000, which you will eventually get 4,340. Titignan ko lang if may iba. Building. Actually, yung mga ganito, repetitive na siya. And ang time consuming niya is so practice na lang. Ito yung mga solution and ito yung mga problem and solution na gusto niyo. Ano pa bang iba? Wala pa. Okay. Ito may isa-solve akong isa. Ito naman pag unsolved. Like yung land, which is the same situation, pero go ko na lang. Okay, start tayo sa purchase price, which is 3.5 versus 7 million times 0.4 is 2.8. Ang excess niya is 7 million. Ay, 7 million. 700,000. Ay, 700,000. Meron tayong dalawa, equipment and inventory. So, gawa tayo ng dalawang parenthesis. Equipment and then inventory. Okay? Ang equipment daw is 1.5. 1.5 times 0.4. Ay, gagamitan ko na ulit. 1.5 times 0.4 is 600,000. Ang inventory naman, which is 500,000 times 0.4 is 200,000. So ito, sorry. Negative amount, excess, gain on bargain purchase. Okay? This is to be added sa investment income. Okay? Next, don't forget your equipment, which is depreciated for years. So 600,000 divided by 4, which is 150. This is to be deducted every year sa investment income. And this is to be deducted when sold. Yan, tatandaan nyo. Sabi daw, the inventory was remain unsold at year end. So, irrelevant. Walang gagawin dyan. First, let's start sa investment income. Ang net income, which is 4 million, times 0.4 is 1.6 million. It does not end there, of course, kasi may 100,000 na excess. And then yung amortization, sorry, 150. So, mas mataas ng 50,000 yung minus. So, 155. Yeah. Okay, tama. And the carrying amount, di ko na isa-solve. Kayo na bahala dyan. So, 1.5 tapos dividends tapos ayun. Add nyo sa 3.5. We are trying to save time. Kasi sobrang time consuming talaga nitong investments in associate. Okay. May isang problem ata dito na same scenario. Hindi umabot ng 20%. Pero may exception. Okay. So dito, nakikita nyo na 30,000 out of 200,000, which is, if, okay, 15% ba to? Double check. 15%. Oh my god, sorry. Sakit to. Outstanding share for 6 million. 6 million yung cost. Okay, the carrying amount of the acquired share was 4 million. Oh, carrying amount. Carrying amount. So, yun na mismo. So, 2 million. Now, the attributed, the excess. So, lahat daw to, lahat ng excess is mismong nasa patent, which is 10 years. So, divided by 10 is 200,000. Okay? 200,000 kada year. During the year, officers gained a majority of the investees board of directors. So, ayan. So, yung 5 million na actually, offset na natin. Kasi carrying amount. Ito, pag carrying amount yung hinahanap, i-offset nyo na yung income sa dividend. So, 2 million. 2 million times 0.15 is 2 million times 0.15, 300,000 minus tong amortization. So, 100,000 ang investment income. Plus natin siya sa higher between ito, 6 million. So, 6.1 million. Okay? So, ayan. Pag mag-get siya talaga tong concept nito, ito yung magbubuhat sa inyo sa exam. Kasi maraming ganitong lalabas for sure. Okay, so dito tayo. Okay, so on July 1, pag magwo-work back kayo, important na malaman niyo yung mga dates, okay? Tatandaan niyo yung mga dates. July 1 na acquire 25%, so there is significant influence. Okay, appropriately carried. Okay, so sa December 31, 1.9 million. Reported net income for the year, and paid cash dividend totaling 480. Okay, so ganito yung rule. Pag cash dividend, yun na mismo. Lahat. Yung 25% lahat cash dividend, kung napapansin nyo. Pero yung net income, ang net income for the year, since July lang siya na invest, edi 6 months lang from July 1 to December 31. Unfair naman pag mag-realize siya ng net income for the year kasi July siya nag-invest, di ba? So yung January to July 1, parang di niya deserve, di ba? So July 1 to December 31 lang. So ayun, so yung 1.2 million na to, yun lang yung net income niya. I-divide nyo sa 2 kasi 6/12. So 1,870,000. Okay, pero kung dividend full, okay, full. Okay, doon lang kayo mag-a-adjust sa net income. Okay, yun lang. The land was sold. Actually, parang paulit-ulit na rin. So, ano na lang natin. Ito yung solution kung gusto nyo. Hindi, paulit-ulit na rin. And paid per share dividend of 60. Yung ito lang is, ito yung cash dividend, yung pang minus. Pero, per ano na siya. Ito yung mga correct answer. I don't know if may solution dito. O ito, i-solve natin yung pinakamahirap, yung 3215. Pag ma-solve nyo to, ready na kayo. Pag ma-solve nyo to, ready na kayo sa investment in associate na simple concepts. O ito. Pag ganito, titignan nyo lang kung ano yung different. So, irrelevant na to kasi walang pinagbago. Ito, mas mataas yung fair value, di ba? 9 million, 5, mas mataas. Liabilities, di naman gumalaw, so irrelevant. So, ito, yung 1.5, yung 1 million, yung 1.5, yung 8 million, ita times to, yung mga to, ita times to sa 0.4, which is significant influence. Pero let's start properly. Okay, so 15 million. Yan yung start natin. Okay, so next is 36 million times point fair value. 36 million times 0.4. Is 400,000. Wait lang, double check ko lang baka mali ako. Wait, what? Net assets at carrying amount. Sabog ba ako? Sorry. Kaya feel ko mali. Hindi pala ano. Okay, so 0.4. So 10 million times 200,000. Minus 15 million. 4,800,000. So, ito yung point dito. Carrying amount yung ginamit dito sa baba. Kasi yung excess na to, ito syempre yung hahanapin natin dito. Kasi pag ginamit na natin yung fair value, paano pa natin mahanap yung excess? Diba? So, carrying amount yun nasa baba. Carrying amount. So, ito yung purchase price. Okay? Kasi pag ginamit natin ulit yung fair value, paano pa natin ma-allocate yung mga excess, 'di ba? Kasi hindi na natin siya makikita kasi wala nang excess. Okay? So 4.8 yung excess. Now meron tayong tatlong excess, ang inventory, FIFO, land, tsaka PPE. 1 million times 0.4 is 400,000. This is inventory. We have land, which is 1.5 times 0.4. Oops, sorry. 600,000. Next is 8 million. 8 million ba to? Tama ba? 8 million times 0.4. 3.2 million. So 3.2, so 1 million, so 4.2 million. We have an excess of 600,000. Wala na bang sinabi? Then this is goodwill. Okay? This is goodwill. Tama. Okay. PPE. Pag may makita kayong depreciable, ilagay nyo na agad yung useful life. Sabi daw dito, wait, 10 years. So 320 yung bawas kada year. Okay? Now next, let us solve for the investment income of the current year. Ilan ba ang net income? 2023 muna. 2023. Sabi daw, sa 2023, investment income of 3 million. So 3 million times 0.4 is 4,812. 1 million. Wait. Wait lang. 3 million times 0.4, 4,812. Yep, 1,200,000 net income. Now next, ima-minus natin yung depreciation or yung amortization. Yan. Sabi daw sa 2023, all inventory was sold. So binenta yung lahat neto. So ima-minus din to. 400,000. May kulang pa ba tayo? Ang land daw is sold. 2024. Okay. So let us compute for this. So 1.2 million minus 320 wait, 1.2 million minus 320 minus 400, 480. Okay, this is correct. Again, kada year itong 320 and yung inventory na lahat daw na benta, so yun yung minus. Let's go to the next year, 2024. Ang investment income is 5 million. 5 million times 0.4 is 2 million. Sobra. Hindi. It's 2 million. So, 5 times 0.4, 2 million. Now next, sabi na dito, the entity sold the land in 2024. Irrelevant yung mga 8 million, yung 2.5 million. Kasi, book transaction yun. Yung hinahanap naman natin ngayon is yung investment in associate na related na effect. So, titignan lang natin dito yung excess. Kaya yung excess dito is 600,000. Which is realized pag nabenta. And then yung yearly na 320. Kasi dinidepreciate yung PPE. Okay, yung answer dito is 1.80. Double check. 1,800,000. Okay, so it's correct. Now, hindi ko na isa-solve yung carrying amount since it's getting too long. Pero ayun lang na yung concept. Yun yung concept ng inventory na associate na basic problems. Okay? So, ito yung carrying amount if gusto nyo pa isolve. So, yun lang guys. Gagawa ulit ako ng video for complex problems ng investment in associate. Di ko nalalahatin. Pipili na lang din ulit ako pero ipapakita ko lahat ng mga pages. Okay, thank you guys.